What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you a video discussing the new incoming Zhongli banner as well as the weapons banner to suit with that. Now, alongside that, guys, I will be replying as always to every single comment in the comment section for the first 2 weeks of the video or so. Hopefully people have been noticing. I've been trying my best to reply to every single comment I have received, negative or positive. Now, to follow up with that, guys, happy belated Thanksgiving. I'm about to present to you my Thanksgiving roast. Now, I have seen a few comments which are pretty passive-aggressive and telling me that I'm pronouncing Tartaglia incorrectly and that it should be Tartaglia. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. Let me tell you guys. Tartaglia and in fact all of the 11 harbingers, La Signora and Scaramouche, are all names taken from a form of Italian theatre called Commedia dell'arte. So please, before you try and educate me, guys, educate yourselves. And I'm only talking to the select few people who are very angry, like, how can you not pronounce Tartaglia with the hard G? Now, I know you guys know there are words out there with a silent G, just like La Signora. Now, please don't tell me, guys, that you have been pronouncing La Signora as La Signora. Alright? I don't want none of that nonsense. None of that nonsense, that utter rubbish. Okay? So, pronunciation lesson over today. I want to just finalize with the Thanksgiving roast. As you guys know, for example, say you're surrounded by your loved ones and you unfortunately pass away. The people that suffer are the ones around you. And it's exactly the same thing when you're stupid. The only people that suffer are the ones around you. Okay, Thanksgiving roast over. That was a little bit harsh. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. Let's get into the video. Alrighty, guys, so the very first banner we're going to be taking a look at is, of course, the Zhongli. Big ding-a-ling, ding-dong-along, big dong Zhong. Now, with Zhongli, he is accompanied by 3 Claymore users. We've got the young lad, Razore, one of my main DPS characters. I absolutely love him. We've got Big Daddy Chongus, which is another fantastic character who I would love to get Constellation 6. And then, last but definitely not least, we have Xinyan, who is looking to be another really good 4-star character alongside Diona. Now, shields are clearly what the game is trying to push us in the direction of. Next month, we'll be getting Albedo and Ganyu, and Albedo is also a shield / bruiser / tank character who scales off defense. Now, I'm saying Albedo, not Beidou, because I know a few people got confused with that in my last video. Albedo is most likely going to be voiced for the weebs out there by Kajiyuki as well, which is the voice actor of Eren and a lot of other prominent characters in anime, but Eren is the main face that everyone recognizes from Attack on Titan. But all of that aside, is this banner good? For me, it is amazing. It's probably the best banner I've ever seen, ever, on any game ever. Okay, that's not true, but it's the best banner I've seen on Genshin Impact so far because I am a Razor main. I'm 1 constellation away from Constellation 6. His constellations specifically are very good. It makes him able to be viable as a support DPS as well. Chongyun is a fantastic support DPS. He can be a good main DPS as well, and I have very high expectations for Xinyan. We do not have a really reliable pyro support character right now that doesn't rely on a high energy cost ultimate in the form of Xiangling. So this Xinyan, I think, is going to be a very easy way to apply pyro elements and elemental reactions as a result. I do think this banner is really good. And then Zhongli, I think this is going to be the most free-to-play friendly 5-star. I think he's going to be the most beginner-friendly 5-star because he has everything. He has a very smooth and very clean attack string, which looks superb. On top of that, both of the 5-star, or sorry, the 4-star spears, the free-to-play ones, the Prototype Grudge, and I believe the Crescent Pike they're called, both of them are superb on him. Depending on how you want to build him, if you want him as a support alt bot DPS, then by all means go for the Prototype Grudge. If you want him to be your main DPS, then the Crescent Pike is the way to go forwards. And I think his kit is so simple. His E has resonating geo damage, which is really nice. You can hold E to give himself a 20-second shield when his cooldown is only 12 seconds with his hold elemental skills. So he's a very straightforward character. You can build him up purely DPS, and on top of that, you can build him up as a tanky DPS, so a bruiser DPS with HP artifacts. And as you guys know, it's really easy to get HP % artifacts because the game just can't stop giving them to you. So I think this guy is going to be by far one of the easiest, most accessible free-to-play 5-star characters, which is a complete polar opposite to Tartaglia, aka Childe, because he needs either the Viridescent Hunt, the Battle Pass bow, the Stringless with lots of refinement, Rust with lots of refinement, or the Skyward Harp. These 4 bows are the best go-to bows for Childe, and none of them are free-to-play. The free-to-play bows are butt cheeks on Childe, and on top of that, he's definitely not a beginner-friendly character. He is very punishing if you remain on his elemental skill for too long, and if you have a very basic understanding of the elemental skills, or basically how RPG gameplays work. I know this is the first time for a lot of newcomers when it comes to the RPG genre, or even the gacha genre. I know loads of people are new to this. They don't really like the way Childe plays. His normal attack string is very clunky, and for that reason, that's why I always say that he's probably the worst 5-star, unless you're a whale. So if you're a whale, he's one of the best 5-stars because constellations are insane. Constellation 4 is really where he unlocks his full potential, because before that, you have a lot of drawbacks on staying on his elemental skill, or even switching off his elemental skill. There's a bit of punishment there. But outside of that, the Childe banner that we currently have right now, guys, is... See, like, these characters here, I don't think are the best characters for a lot of beginners. Like Beidou and Ningguang especially, I do think it's a little bit tricky to get your head around how to play those. Dione, on the other hand, I do think is one of the best 4-star characters. And as you guys can see, I have made sure to change my Primo gems into Intertwined Fate, because I'm currently having a problem where I'm obsessed with max refilling because I'm so far behind on content and some resources that I've been max refilling. But max refilling is so expensive to max refill your resin every day, and I need to chill on that. Every 2 days, guys, every 2 days you max refill, that's 1 multi, and I need to chill on that. So I've changed all of this into Intertwined Fate, and I can't go back and change it back into Primo Gem, so I will guarantee myself a big Zhong with 180. In the worst case scenario, it's going to take me 180 pulls, and we have got big Zhong guaranteed, and I will get a guide out for him ASAP. I will be using all 3 spears as well, the 2 free-to-play spears, and also the 5-star Jade spear that I have, which is at level 90 as well. And I will have side-by-side comparisons for you guys so that you can see. I actually have a second one here, which I plan to save for Shao in the future, but we'll see if I end up pulling a different spear as well. But I have got the Primordial Jade Wing Spear ready for you guys to show you how big Zongalong is going to play. But outside of this, guys, the banners that I have seen, looking at it right now, I do think if you are new and you want a very simple to play character, then Big Dongzong as well as Razor and Chongyun, I think also Xinyan, are going to be really straightforward characters. This is a super beginner friendly banner, and I expect the reason why they put this down here is to entice more people to come back to Genshin Impact, because I know the first month was quite rough. A lot of people did end up playing for several days and ended up giving up on the game because they didn't really get characters they like, or straightforward characters. I think all 4 of these characters very beginner friendly, very easily accessible to good weapons. Claymore, Prototype Amnis is one of the best free-to-play weapons in the game. All 3 of these characters can utilize Prototype Amnis in the main DPS role, so I do think this banner is superb, and I do recommend everybody pull on this banner if you want an easy time in especially Spiral Abyss. All of these characters are very good in Spiral Abyss, which again is a infinite resource essentially until the game dies and shuts down, of having 2 weekly or bi-weekly resets for your Primo Gems, which is very nice. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is the current weapons banner. This one, it's pretty good. It's not the best. The best one we've had is the Wolf's Gravestone alongside the Prayers to the Lost Tales or something like that. The Prayers Catalyst. That banner with the Sacrificial. Those weapons are best in slot for so many characters. Wolf's Gravestone is arguably the best weapon in the game. You have the Lost Prayers to the Winds, I think it's called. That catalyst, in my opinion, is the best catalyst in the game. It's crit rate, it has movement speed in there. It's not all about damage, guys, it's about the application. The movement speed is huge in Spiral Abyss, and the passive of that catalyst is huge as well. And crit rate substat is insane. That, let me tell you, that substat is pretty ridiculous. And all the sacrificial weapons are best in slot for basically every single support character. To be able to reset their elemental skill is obscene. So that banner, I really wish I wailed on that banner because, oh man, I'm regretting not having these sacrificial weapons. But this banner, Skyward Harp is the best bow in the game. It is a ridiculous weapon. I do think it's almost, if not as good as the Wolf's Gravestone. Memory of Dust is really only good if you have a shield playstyle or you have Ningguang. So if you end up pulling this one, it is kind of pain and suffering. Rust is an amazing bow. It's really good, for example, for official main DPS. Or on top of that, if you have Childe and you don't have Skyward Harp, then the refinement on this is really good, Rust. You also have 3 other good weapons. Eye of Perception is not a bad catalyst at all. It's a really good DPS ones because the current free-to-play DPS ones are not really that great, if we're being honest, guys. They're okay, they're not amazing. You have a choice between HP substat or Elemental Mastery, which is not that great. And then to top it off, we've got the Flute, which is a great sword, the Rain Satchel, which is a decent claymore, and then the Favonius Lance, which is not bad as a lance, because the lance has so many hits, you have a very good chance of hitting a critical strike on one of those. So very, very good weapons banner, this one. Not as good as the previous one, but this one is pretty solid as well. It's definitely better than the one we're about to get incoming. So if you have any questions, guys, please do feel free to ask in the comment section down below. I will be replying to everyone. So if you want to inquire about your own personal box or your personal character archive or your weapons archive, let me know and I will do my best to try and assist you. And the other thing I wanted to talk about very briefly is the shop. So if we look at the shop and we go to Paimon's Bargains and then we go to Star Glitter Exchange, you would have noticed that Bennett is going to be refreshing, or it won't be refreshing. This is going to be replaced by another character, and Lisa's going to be replaced here. I'm hoping this is going to be replaced by Kea. I think Kea Constellation 2 is actually really good. These weapons are going to rotate out as well, and I think Bennett is I do think he's a must-have character. I think he's a very, very, very good 4-star character. He's really good in Spiral Abyss, and he's one of the easier way to apply Pyro because his elemental skill cooldown is really low. His ultimate is great. It heals you and it gives you an attack boost. So I do think Bennett is one of the best 4-star characters in the game. I think the only other 4-star character that's as good as him as a support is Xingqiu. And as a support DPS, I think Fischl is insane as well. But at Constellation 6. And I know a lot of people are nowhere near Constellation 6 for Fischl. But Bennett, Xingqiu, I would not be surprised if Xingqiu is next. I would not be surprised if Fischl is next as well. So we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen here, because we have cycled through every single 4-star gacha banner character already. So it could go back to Razor. I really doubt it though, because Razor's on the current banner. My expectation is that it's either going to be Noelle or Fischl, or potentially Xingqiu is going to be one of the rotational characters. I do think Bennett is better than all of those for people who do not have Bennett already. So my recommendation is to buy the Bennett from the store. Stardust Exchange, we have no idea if this minus 40% discount is going to still be here next month. So if you have not bought these out, guys, please make sure to buy these from the Stardust Exchange. Now, you guys have seen I buy all of this stuff. I don't recommend buying this if you're free to play, but the pulls, Intertwined Fate, and Acquaint Fate, please make sure to buy those as well. So if you have any questions, once again, guys, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And Tartaglia gang without the silent G, or Tartaglia gang, peace out. Bye-bye.